All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting into section 9.4. We're skipping a few chapters to get to this because we just did a whole lot of factoring, and we're going to continue that in these examples. Now we're talking about rational expressions, which are a lot of fractions, but these fractions have variables. So important to know what's going on, and we're going to get after it. So I'm going to go ahead and simplify these fractions just so you remember what's going on. Now, 18 and 42. Which is the biggest number they have in common? Probably 6. So I can take the top and the bottom and divide them both by 6. I get 3/7. Now, I could also do this. If I wanted to recreate this, this is the same thing as 6 times 3, and 42 is the same thing as 6 times 7. Now, 6 divided by 6 is 1. So that's why it goes away. Some people say cancel out. I don't. I say makes 1. So they go away, or they make 1, and that's it. Okay, that one's simplified. Over here, 21 is the same thing as 7 times 3. 3x is the same thing as 3 times x. The 3's make 1, so they go away. 7 over x. And last but not least, 4 and 24. I'm going to leave that as 4, and this is, I'm going to say 4 times 6, because now those two will go away. I'm left with 1 over 6. Since there's nothing else up here, we have to put a 1. Okay. Now to the examples. All right, so we're going to break these down. I'm going to try and go real slow and maybe just skip around, do some odds and some evens, just 1 per slide probably, or maybe 2, depending if there are 4 on the slide. So 49 is the same thing as 7 times 7. X to the third is x times x times x. And down here, 56 is the same thing as 7 times 8. And then x squared is x times x. So I'm breaking it down. I'm doing this because I know what I'm doing. And I'm doing this to show you what you need to do if you don't. So the 7's make 1. Those go away, and those go away. Basically making matches and getting rid of them. Up top, I'm left with 7x. On bottom, I'm left with 8. Now, if you can take this and this and say, oh, well, there are 3 up top and 2 on bottom, so 2 will go away, and that turns into a 1. If that makes sense to you, good. It should, because we did that last semester. Now, with the numbers over here, you're going to have to work and break those down. Some of you can just use your calculator. Type in 49 over 56 and get the answer to go to, there's a button that goes answer to fraction, something like that. And anyway, if that's on your calculator, use it. Otherwise, just get 2 factors of it and go from there. All right. Now over here, I have 16p over 12p. I know that they're both divisible by 4, so 4 times 4p, and that's all over 3 times 4p. Now here, I have 2 4p's. They can both go away, or you can take them in part. The 4's go away, the p's go away, I'm left with 4 thirds, and that's my simplified expression. Now I'm going to do 2 of these. Now I'm going to go start at number 4, and then might as well get number 5 in as well. So the negative's got to stay out there. Okay, it's just going to stay out in front, not hurting anything there. Now 40 is the same thing as 2 times 20 is 4 times 10, but it's also 8 times 5. I have x squared, so it's x times x. Let me go ahead and get rid of that little one right here. All right, now that's the numerator. The denominator is 8 times x times x times x, because we have 3 of them there. So then the 8's are going to go away. Those x's go away, those x goes away, and I'm left with 5 over x. But I have to remember that negative. So that's why that stays. All right, now down here, number 5, I have 10, and then b times b times b. And then I have 2 times 10 times b times b times b. So maybe you already know that b to the thirds go away, but all 3 of them do. They match up, they go away. Then the 10's go away as well. Now, since there's nothing left up on the numerator, I'm going to put a 1 there, so my answer is actually 1/2. That is my simplified rational expression. Then 2 of these. Let's see here. How about I get in the biggest number? So I'll do 7, and I'll do 10. Why not? So I realized that these are both actually divisible by 21. That's 21, and then k to the third, and this is 2 times 21, and then k to the fourth is the same thing as k times k times k times k, So that's 3 k's, so k to the third, and then another k. You can break it down like that if you want, if that's easier for you to do, because now the k to the thirds go away. The 21s go away. Nothing left up top, so there's got to be a 1 up there. And then on the bottom, I have 2k. Alright, so that's what that one's going to look like. And then over here on number 10, 18 and 42, they're both divisible by 6. So 6 times 3, x to the third. And then over here I have 6 times 7, x to, well, see, x to the fourth is going to be x times x times x times x, or x to the third times x. X to the thirds go away, 6's go away, so I'm left with 3 over 7x. They have to match up to go away. And last but not least, I'll do the bigger numbers here. So I got 40 and 56. Now, we are looking at the v's. The v's just automatically go away. So now all it is simplifying a fraction. I have 40 over 56. I know they're both divisible by 8. So it's the same thing as 8 times 5 over 8 times 7. 8's go away. I'm left with 5/7. Every problem that I didn't do is now your homework. Show the work. Break it down. Cancel things out. Thank you very much. Have a great day.